continue our courageous conversation focused on youth sports injuries. Last night, Daniel Shedd shared statistics about concussions on the football field. And tonight, we turn our attention to the people in the stands.
Jen, in the state of Missouri last year, football caused 1,332 brain injuries. Football parents are on the receiving end of these statistics, and their concern is mirrored even at the highest level. 200 kids swarmed the turf for Camp DGB, and Dorielle Green Beckham smiled proudly. The 40th overall pick of the 2015 NFL Draft overlooked Hillcrest Shemate Stadium with a different perspective.
For the games, I always like have my on the field. You know, just let them be able to like experience, get the look of everything.
DGB wore the Hornets jersey proudly 4 years ago. This time, he was back in Springfield, not only as an athlete, but also as a father.
Especially my own son.
Balancing the ball with the safety of his boy.
It scares me to know that my son's hopefully is gonna have to go through some of those experiences.
It makes camps like this personal for the Tennessee Titan. Green Beckham teamed up with players from Missouri State and around the Ozarks to teach Springfield kids the fundamentals.
Like, guys got to protect themselves, and I know in the NFL, like, our sport is the hardest sport to really play.
I think the hardest thing is just that when you put on a helmet as a player, again, I'm very much aware of what I'm going through, and I'm very much aware of decisions I will make in those situations.
Kurt Warner spent 12 years in the NFL with the Rams, Giants, and Cardinals.
Anytime anything is outside of you and you put on a parent hat, you know, you're always trying to protect your kids from everything, but the bottom line is you can't do it without their help.
The pendulum has swung. The pendulum was you got your bell rung, you got dinged a little bit. It's funny, to where it's like, oh my goodness, I have a concussion. Am I going to be okay?
Jim Rayner is the administrative director for Mercy Sports Medicine in Springfield.
The reality is that concussions have been a part of athletics for quite some time. We just have a better understanding of recognition.
In 2012, the NFL launched their Heads Up football program in hopes of making the sport safer for youth. The program places player safety at the forefront by focusing on proper form taught by certified coaches. Research from the Daedalus Center for Sports Injury Research and Prevention has shown that the program works. In a 2014 study, there was a 76% reduction in injuries in leagues that participated in the Heads Up program. Dr. Shannon Woods leads athletic training at Cox Health.
In the last 20 years, there has been a huge explosion in the amount of research in concussion.
Now, Dr. Woods at Cox Health recommends that parents and coaches download an app on their smartphone. I found this concussion recognition and response app. They're free to download, and if you go into the app, it allows you to diagnose an incident, look at home symptom monitoring, and also return to play guidelines for when your athlete is safe to return to the field.
I think the state of football is in the best place that it's ever been because we're more aware of what's going on. We're more conscious of those things. We're looking out for those things much more than we ever have in the future. But I've always believed that the key to this whole thing is communication. It really starts with the player.
Well, communication is always a big deal in sports medicine. Over the last 10 years, that has really been a focus. But what we've seen is a trickle-down effect, and that's even in the high school level that is occurring now.
A trickle-down effect, dripping down even into the youngest of football players.
It's scary, you know, especially at a young age, but hopefully not as bad as what I think it is.
Now, parents or coaches wanting more information about diagnosing concussions, look for a SCAT-3 test. Of course, the best practice is to seek professional attention for any medical emergency.